Hello there, everyone, and welcome back to the Clan Invasions. Maybe? Well, we're not really invading anymore, I think. And even more so, we have a returning figure here in Cordera Perez. And I don't feel good about where this might lead there, Black.
No, but I've got a feeling that if Cordera Perez is here, then that means it's going to lead up to something where he's either going to do something reckless, stupid, or some hint of scathing treachery.
Who knows? He did kind of sound really dour, or maybe even a little bit depressed, a little bit being stuck in here with the rest of us. And of course, we also lost one of our mech warriors as well, and has been replaced with our Bondsman in Yuichi. So you got yourself our friend. You got yourself a kindred spirit here.
Yeah, but also we got one of our characters who's kind of really gone off the deep end.
Oh, Maya, that remains to be seen. But as I mentioned before, she did decide to enhance herself with the enhanced imaging enhancements, as it's pretty much called, the implants, basically. So instead of having a neuro helmet, she could, if she so wishes, just integrate with the battle mechs directly. There are a lot of health side effects to it that can be alleviated at the Mechwarrior's discretion, but if she really is off the deep end, that's probably not going to happen. We will have to see.
Yeah, we have 2 missions and it's 420 tons. We don't have that kind of weight.
Actually, we do there. If you were to upgrade to the gargoyle, that's basically be 420 right there, because we're currently at 410 for drop tonnage. Remember, we have 5 mechs here as opposed to 4 for mercenaries.
Yeah, true.
So yeah, I did check it. If you were, for whatever reason, it takes up a bigger like the gargoyle, that would put us at 420.
I think I'll stick with the summoner for now until we
Don't worry, it won't be much longer. Maybe 3-4 more missions. Let's see if we can unlock it today. So let's not leave everyone's suspense. I think we'll do scrapyard mainly because it's the lower tonnage.
Yep. Let's have a listen.
Let's click.
Whether by providence or incompetence, 2 Union dropships assigned to the merchant caste have gone missing. Their transponders went dark mid-transit from the system's zenith jump point, shortly after deviating from their scheduled route.
How long have they been missing?
Around 2 weeks.
2 weeks? And we are just hearing about this?
The merchant caste attempted to handle this affair internally, as these ships were their responsibility. But after your recent encounter at the Jardin spaceport, they have wisely come forward to enlighten us on their failure to keep their house in order. It is now, once again, up to the warrior caste to clean up their mess.
Do we know if our mystery raiders are responsible for their disappearance?
That is exactly what I want you to find out. Demi-Presenter.
Our agents embedded in the local populace have received word of highly suspicious activity around a remote junkyard. Large work crews coming and going to the remote location at all hours of the night.
Given the amount of scrap, orbital scans of the site are spotty at best. There are energy signatures we detect that certainly do not match the primitive technology that Cretans typically use. Cobalt Star, if there is a raider presence in the area, we do not wish to alert them. We believe we have found a pathway that allows us to advance on the site relatively unaware. You will investigate this energy signature. If they end up being one or both of our wayward dropships, ensure that they are secured. I have placed Garnet Star on standby to act as a reserve force if there is a raider presence on site. Any questions?
Neg, we will investigate.
Alright, so we're seeing a little more prejudice with the warrior caste to everyone else there. And we're out looking for dropships.
Yeah, I mean, I could see why he's a bit knocked about it, because technically, yeah, the merchant caste, they're not to be trusted, because in Battletech lore, we're never trusted. It's just we're essential, but they were always with a suspicion.
That's not entirely true. There's actually some clans where the merchant caste is the main reason for their success primarily, that made them successful, especially in the hundreds of years that they kind of had peace between the clans leading up to the clan invasion. It's just Smoke Jaguar that has an utter disdain for the other caste, including the science caste, because well, that would kind of give them the advanced edge they would need for their warrior cast. They hate everyone but themselves. Heck, as we talked about before, they only care about the true-born warriors too, to the point that they care not for freebirths and bondsmen so much.
Yeah, but at the same time, I mean, you look at other like stories of Battletech's past. A lot of merchants did do some shady things.
Yeah, but it doesn't seem like, considering the raiders and all, that may not be their fault technically, especially when they're clan merchants. They have a lot more discipline and less need for greed, you would think.
Oh yeah.
Mechs released. Moving out.
But this is also kind of a pseudo-infiltration mission too.
Signatures coming from nearby.
We'll see how it works.
Interference from local geology has made it impossible to pinpoint. We will report whatever we find, Star Colonel. Be advised, there are some serious comms dead zones in this area, so be on your guard.
Well, that's not at all unnerving.
Unknown hostile mechs in the field.
Kind
Here we
of
go.
Vehicles too. Are they the same perpetrators we are looking for? Unknown.
Mech terminated.
One down,
Who's
keep an
that?
eye out for the rest. Because there's supposed to be aircrafts nearby.
I found them. Oh, and a lot of mechs as well. We got an assault class.
Yep, take out the VTOLs, they're closer.
Have a Highlander.
Yep, soften up there. Aim for the Phoenix Hawk's arms
Grasshopper.
if you can.
Hey, on target.
Watch out for the grasshopper. It's got LMRs. All right, we got an LMR grasshopper.
Yep, I'm just softening up the Highlander still. Phoenix Hawk's neutered.
Moving out, Star
Prioritize the Highlander to finish it off.
Got a dragon as well.
Yep, Catfrack's getting hit on the rear.
Affirmative. On your target.
You hit the reactor, Star Commander.
Next, what's our next target? Looks like it's the Grasshopper.
New target now, Star Commander.
Ow, I'm taking some hits here. Who's firing those rockets?
Well, yep. Keep
We got the Highlander who's got an M20.
Highlander's down at the moment. Unless, oh, there's no one in the back.
Is it- Yeah. That's what's been hitting me.
Yep, just keep the near rock ledge. If you could easily use that to cover.
He's the only one left.
Nope,
He's running?
It's the dragon down.
Yeah, he's down.
All right.
Just went boom.
Yep.
On something.
Highlander's not a big threat there at least, so keep it range and use cover for the missiles if they come your way.
Just give me a second. I'm just doing a quick scan of the area.
Yep, I'm hunting down the Highlander.
All right. Got a clear place. No more scans.
Yep, keep an eye out for the Highlander. It's just somewhere behind that rock pillar.
Where did he go?
Yeah, it's probably swinging around there, so just keep an eye on the right side of it. I'm moving the star forward to check.
I've never seen a Highlander run that fast.
There he is, he's right here.
There he is. Oh, time.
We are focusing on your target.
Nice.
Yep, there goes his big weaponry.
2 weeks. What were those bean counters in the merchant cast thinking? Jaguar warriors are not known for their patience or subtlety, especially when it comes to dealing with the other castes. The merchants
kneel me
likely
into the
want to
repair
hang
base.
Already
their
done.
nose rather than draw the warrior cast's ire.
And now it's blown up in their face.
Ah. They knew the risk.
You sound like you know from experience.
I do. You spend a decade being sidelined by your cluster, you end up mingling with a lot of merchants. I sympathize with them. Much more now than I ever did in my youth.
Yeah, Naomi certainly sounds like she's getting a lot more empathetic, if not wiser. She might be our voice of reason, depending on how this story goes.
Well, that's the thing. What it's saying about her is, she has more of wisdom and experience, while how Maya was like all hot-headed and out of control.
Yeah, because she's kind of fresh blood like the rest of us there.
Well, Naomi is more seasoned and veteran. She has more wisdom, and if the
Yeah.
others have any sense, they'll listen to her.
Yeah, it's kind of funny though, considering how Naomi technically didn't really have any practical combat experience ever since her 10 years, because she was sidelined and never really saw actual combat.
But they are eager to protect something.
Aircrafts?
Yep. Got a Jenna.
Cicada on the left there.
What's this? G-Man.
Hatchie, we're not scared of a Hatchie, and you already hit in the HUD, so I'll let you do the honors to finish it.
I think I would hit him in the head.
There you go.
New hostile detected.
Oh, we got
Quick
a
draw.
harasser, but he's got
Yep,
rifleman. Watch
yep,
out for that damn thing.
Yep, rifleman's probably the priority if you can't hit the quick draw effectively, because it's all long range. Rifleman down.
It was a
Engaging.
is it still alive? Nope.
Nope,
No, he's not
They were
falling.
coming from over there. We should move in and investigate.
It is a D4 class. It's like the laser variant.
PPCs and lasers for the rifleman at least, and the quick draw was, yeah, up close and personal.
Are you sure? I think so.
Ooh.
I am using Liam scrubbing programs. These mechs, they have similar encoding to our mystery mechs from Jordan. Jaguar base, did you get that? An unknown number of raiders in the field, requesting backup on our position.
Disengaged.
Received signal. We are doing what we can.
Uh-oh, sounds like it's getting cut out.
Looks like we're in a dead zone.
We should be fine. More glory for us.
2 VTOLs. 3 even.
Yeah, but they're not really paying much attention to us.
Yep. Just take them out before they do notice us then.
New target. Target destroyed.
2 mechs. We have a assassin.
Thunderbolt.
Yep.
Thunderbolt. That's the main target.
Looks like 2 assassins maybe.
New target.
So yeah, we'll let them come to us
2
there.
assassins. It's a 101 and a.
Hi, regrouping.
There's 2 101s. Ouch.
Yep, engage in Thunderbolt.
New hostile detected. Assassin.
The reactor's going to blow!
Alright, second assassin down, finish it off.
Hostile engaged.
Got 2 more. Got a champion.
Sounds good there. UAC
The
Dragon,
dragon
as well.
class. Found.
Target.
And these are over. We'll. Oh, what the hell?
3 heavies.
Rifleman.
Commander's orders.
Yep, finish off the dragon quickly.
Destroyed.
I'll get the rifleman.
Fire commencing.
We got ammo restock here for you too eventually. If you're starting to get
Yeah,
low on
well,
ammo.
I will be soon, but not right now. Let's wait till we get rid of these guys first.
Yep, rifleman's almost down.
There's no rifleman.
Target.
That's also down. And a catapult missile only.
On your target.
I'll get this.
Yep, finish it off. It's been legged.
Salvage.
Alright, I'll grab you some ammo.
Heat critical.
Already got it. There's one more scan up there in the top.
Yep,
Don't know
I
if
see it.
it's-
Oh, light
It's an
behind
ammo
us.
crate.
Focusing on your target.
Oh, where did he sneak up from?
He's gone now.
Never mind. I'm
Alright.
taking a repairs.
Looks like they have some automated repair bays we can use.
I'll take.
Think you better get
Catch
some
up
as
if you
well.
need to.
Yep, I'll take the R1.
Cobalt, Garnet Star, prepping for drop. Can I get a sit rep? No sights on our Union yet, Garnet. But this place is crawling with our mystery
Yep,
raiders
I'll let you
from
grab
Garnet
the
Spaceport.
scan once you're done repairing.
We are still getting heavy magnetic resonance readings through those rocks.
Fully recharged and replenished.
Yep, scan. Yep, grab the scan up top there on your left.
Star Commander.
Get
Clear word. Just us. Okay, gone private. What is on your mind? Yuichi. How is he doing now that he has a few missions on his codex? His instincts are good. He is driven. And willing to endure a mountain of shit from the other Jaguar warriors who want to see him fail. But he is not trueborn. Af. He is not born into this life like we are. He is good, but I do not know if he is good enough to be anything more than a stopgap until the Armada returns. What can we do? Nothing. He is going to have to step up on his own. Luckily, these raiders may allow him to do just that. It might be his only chance.
Engaged.
I was afraid of that.
Disengaged.
Doesn't seem fair. You know our ways. Those who retain positions of power within the clans are the ones most capable of wielding it. He has already been given the honor of adoption into the Smoke Jaguar's warrior caste, something no freeborn has done in over a century. Now, he will need to prove himself worthy of keeping his station, just like everyone else. Kuzo! Ambush!
Target destroyed. New hostile
Yep,
detected.
poor Yuichi there. He's got quite the challenge ahead of him, sounds like.
Target.
He does, but at the same
On
time,
your target.
knew this was going to happen because they are very not very trusting the Smoke Jaguars.
Yeah, as you even heard there, it's basically been 100 years since they had an actual rebirth Mechwarrior, although there is still some outliers there. I'm pretty certain in the lore, I just don't know any specific examples. It's just the intention to get rid of all non-trueborn Mechwarriors, essentially.
Target destroyed.
The signature is getting stronger. It must be around here somewhere.
Oh, we got Highlander and a lot of targets. I'm moving the star up forward to the open field.
Target.
Highlander's out in the open if you want to take it on.
Got some VTOLs.
On the Star Commander's target.
Yep, I'll clear them in a moment once the Highlander's down.
Destroyed.
Got a
Target.
ooh, enforcers hitters. Oh, what the hell? Got a lot of enforcers, and this one's got two UCA 5s. Watch
Yep,
out.
I'll get the AP tolls before he notices us.
Missile. Target destroyed.
Have another Highlander.
Yep, VTOLs are down.
Unit down.
Focusing on your target.
Missile.
Ooh, nice. Hide kill there.
Target. New hostile detected.
Okay, you really give him lose his armor there.
Yep, Hunchback coming in. Easy kill. It's only short range. Doesn't mean you need to get close to it, though.
Destroyed.
Hold him.
Move in.
Looks like it so far. Let's keep on advancing.
Don't know how my battle map keeps disappearing on my HUD. Do you know what I mean?
Well, it expands as we progress, basically. That's what happens there. So our map is pretty much restricted a little bit, especially if we do the overhead.
Engaged. Scan mode engaged.
We got company. Blackjack.
Yep, going for the Blackjack. Easiest kill.
Focusing on your target.
Clear out. Target's reactor is going critical.
Yeah, but but I don't see how much ammo I got though. That's gone on my HUD.
Oh, is it? Huh.
Yeah.
You should be good for the time being. You did restock, and we did replenish your ammo before these two fights anyway. So.
Enemy down!
Oh, Phoenix Hawk coming in.
New target. Target destroyed.
We just reset it.
Destroyed.
Just had the power down to reset it.
All's good. Probably something with the ECM or jamming that may have bugged it. Rifleman and Seuss.
Capturing hostile.
Destroyed.
Zeus just lost a lot of its weapons.
Yep, it is useless. It is gone.
Been extremely motivated to keep us away from the Union.
That gives me hope that it is still intact and we can retrieve it.
More max.
Hello, cataphract. And a stalker by the looks of it. No, it's catapult.
Yep.
Target.
Hunchback behind it too.
Missile.
Hunchback probably the priority. Because it is close range.
Destroyed.
Focusing on your target.
Target destroyed.
They are falling like flies. It's good being a clanner.
All this scrap. My sensors are going nuts. Cannot pinpoint our target. Getting precise geolocations. And
Hope we
all
got a
this will
scan
be
by the side. There's a note.
We will have to rely on our pre-marked nav points.
So grab it.
This place is well protected. Lots of blind spots and bottlenecks.
Yeah.
Incoming.
The perfect place to hide your illicit activities.
Disengage. Target.
Enemy mech eliminated.
Ow.
Don't worry, they're all cleared.
Follow the Star Commander.
Alright, let's see what's waiting for us on the other side here.
Wouldn't put it past it for another ambush.
With you, Star
It
Commander.
seems to be the Draconis Combine's MO, isn't it?
Pretty much.
Pretty much.
Steiner would just be an open battle.
And nothing but assault mechs, which is what we would prefer. It's just that hopefully one of the DLCs allows us to fight Steiner there with the other clans. Maybe Clan Wolf or something.
Visual contact on one of our targets.
Yeah.
Oh, we found them, I think.
Scan.
Careful, you are in the front there.
Disengaged.
Oh, they've got something coming. It's a
Jaeger.
Jaeger mech.
Yep, half its range weaponry's gone.
Incoming. Missile.
There goes all its range weaponry. Feel free to pick it off at a distance.
Target. Target destroyed.
Quick draw. It's a short range attacker.
Yep, same one we saw earlier.
A K5 variant.
On the right,
And the other
Marauder.
one is. Uh-oh.
Acquiring target.
Destroyed.
So they're all on our side.
The other side. Thunderbolt.
We got this.
No, this is the most suicidal thing I think he would have done. I think he should have just ran when he saw like 8 mechs come flying in.
His scanner couldn't register all of us. Remember, when they first encountered Timberwolf, they didn't know if it was a catapult or a marauder.
We got company.
Yep, and there's our drop ships.
Focusing on your target.
Quick draw. Ooh, hello.
Bull Lance on our right. Careful.
I see it.
I'm going for a trebuchet first.
Focusing on your target.
Quick draw next.
Following your lead.
I'm going for the cataphracts, finish off the hunchback. Or never mind, there's 2 hunchbacks.
Enemy mech eliminated.
Oh, we're clearing up nice
Got
and
a
quick.
got an M7 trebuchet.
Yep, no narc for you. No lost tech for that mech. Oh, we just lost one of our friendly stars, just as a note. So we are losing fire. Oh, dropship's active.
And take out those turrets. Watch those guns. That is our tech that they're using.
Subsystem destroyed. Target.
There are more of them.
Subsystem destroyed.
Oh, they're coming out of the dropship.
Weapons.
Clear what guns are on our side, then clean the mechs
The
out.
Star Commander's target.
I'm out of bullets.
All good there.
Weapons. Online.
I mean, I'm almost out of missiles. To hold off from using them for a while.
Yep, I'm trying to disable the weaponry while they finish off the Orion.
Enemy mech eliminated.
Moving out, Star Commander.
Subsystem destroyed. Target.
Alright, more subsystems down. We got more mechs.
Affirmative.
K2 this time.
Damn, that turret is tough. It's taking a while to kill it.
Target. Weapons. Online.
Okay.
It's one down.
Over half the turrets are gone there. It's just opposite side there. Finish off the Victor.
Yeah. Well, he's dead.
Yep, 4 turrets remain.
Subsystem destroyed.
Focusing on your target.
Subsystem destroyed.
2 left. We're almost done.
Destroyed.
Focusing on your target.
New target.
And apparently they all have different type of loadout weaponry too, so keep that in mind based on which one you're engaging.
Yeah, I'm gauging the LM20 from close range.
Yep, the last one's a doozy. It's got an ultra autocannon.
All Reds down.
Subsystem destroyed.
They were coming from over there.
Destroyed.
Field appears to be clear. Sending word back to Jaguar base. Hopefully it will get through so they can send relief.
Scan mode. Disengage.
Scans are showing the ship is still functional.
They did not strip it for parts.
Looks like they were in the process of doing so, but we managed to get here in time.
There's supposed to be a second dropship.
Unknown, but if I had to guess, they already stripped it down. Some of the scrap may even be from its hull. Likely the components from our still missing ship were what they were attempting to smuggle off-world.
Well, Perez will have to be satisfied with only one ship recovered.
Who knows? But what more can we do? This was the merchant cast screw-up, not ours.
Scan.
Yep, and we'll have to see if that comes to bite us in the ass or not later. Yep, and Perez is not happy reading the dialogue there. But
Oh yeah.
making progress. We're getting one step closer to your to your direwolf there, and just so you know, I am currently researching level 3 structural integrity, so I think I'm going to try and increase our components some, since we are getting a little bit low on them.
Yeah, no problem.
Since we shouldn't need too much more of the mech components at this point. I would hope, at least.
Oh yeah. Right, let's check. Yeah, Unity, but I can't do it at the moment because the direwolf is not there yet.
Yep, I'm just going to improve sensors a bit, and going to have to keep tabs on what's actually still tier 1 that we can use, because safe to say we're not going to use flamers, maybe Gauss rifles in the future. Heat capacity is definitely a big one, and none of our mechs really uses LBX besides maybe the gargoyle. Ooh, missiles I could probably upgrade, they're still low. So that's what I'll grab next, I think.
No upgrades for me at the moment, unfortunately. But never gonna do.
Yep, gonna upgrade Invasion finally for Jaden. Level 3 Evasion, how's Yuichi? A little bit of catch up he needs to do there as far as the other skills, but that will be in time.
All right, let's look at the next one, which is crater investigation.
Yep, I'm just checking the other pilots first, so let's have a look. Crater investigation.
After that mess at the Jarden spaceport, I tasked the 2nd Jaguar regulars with finding our mystery raiders. One binary reported having contacted at least a reinforced company's worth of hostile mechs before we lost contact. The Watch has informed us that the closest former DCMS base to their last known position is a facility that Korshevo planetary records call only Aratzuka, or the Ant Hill. Demi-Percenter, what can you tell us of this facility?
Not much, I'm afraid. After the War of 3039, the DCMS spent a decade building hidden strongholds, weapon caches, and logistics centers across their border worlds to better prepare themselves for another invasion by the Federated Commonwealth. All Comstar knows is that this facility was built within a series of impact craters. Nothing else.
Is that it?
Hi, it is. Kochevo has been a strategic asset to the Combine for only 15 years. It was a backwater before then. So we do not have verifiable intelligence on newer facilities such as this.
I do not want the ISF, the DCMS, or whoever is behind this to believe they have the upper hand. Cobalt, the Jaguar regulars have proven themselves ill-suited to handling these raiders on their own. I want you and elements of the 362nd to take point on investigating these raiders. Go and investigate this Aratzuka. Acquire any data that may help you infiltrate the facility and make those responsible pay for this infraction. Am I understood?
AF, Star Colonel.
Oh, you could tell Corez is getting a little bit antsy now with the lack of information that we got.
Yeah, but she is right what she said, because during this time period, a lot of the great houses were a bit weary of Comstar and try to do things without them knowing.
Well, yeah, Davion, it basically was kind of given the short straw because their alliance there kind of, I believe, caused their ire, although it was never confirmed during that Mechwarrior 5 DLC with the Kestrel Lancers, I think. But they may have been the ones that sabotaged their own comms to kind of put Davion, kind of force them to take the blame for it, essentially.
Yeah, but I mean, we all know eventually after the Clan Wars, the reckoning of Comstar was coming.
The word of Blake has been hinted. Yeah, word of Blake makes an important appearance there after the invasion, and of course the FedCom Civil War.
Pretty much killed Comstar there and then.
Yep. Although we didn't really have any official video games past that point. It's just Word of Blake is the latest, so it'll be interesting where our series continues if we could get more Mechwarrior games in the future, or even BattleTech in general.
Cobalt,
Well,
change of
hello.
plans. Your sensors just picked up long-range pings belonging to our missing Jaguar regulars. Before advancing into the anthill, I need you to investigate. See what happened to the regulars.
Engaged.
Acknowledged. Advancing on new nav point now.
Disengage.
What the hell? Staying out in the field just takes on more risk. The regulars might have gathered intel on the facility. It adds risk, but it might be worth it. We are flying blinder than usual on this one.
Scan mode.
First mystery raiders, and now a mystery base. We've been stuck on this rock for the better part of a year. Why haven't we ever heard of this place?
Ezra, watch it with the Freebirds speak. No telling who is listening.
Disengage.
Sorry. Ever since what happened to Liam, I find myself slipping into it sometimes.
Why?
I catch myself sometimes slipping into contractions as well. I think after what happened, part of us misses his brazenness.
Well, you two better get your heads back in the game. I know we are all frustrated being stuck on this rock. When the invasion resumes, Sakan Weaver will not stand for a lack of decorum.
Looks like the Jaguar regulars destroyed this place before they went down. Cobalt, Jaguar those transponder signals.
More on the right there,
top
jumping
of your
off the
position.
cliff.
Look around and see if you can find
Yep.
the source.
There's a lot of. I'll get scanning.
Must be something around here.
Yep, targeting the Orion here.
To take care of that, I'll go do some scanning work.
Waiting these. I wanna
Yep,
know what happened.
fall back.
Examining now, Star Commander.
Scanning salvage. Marked for pickup.
Ezra, another one for you. What can you tell us?
Target.
Okay, according to this, the Jaguar guards were ambushed here. The binary was able to fight them off, but took 3 losses.
Grasshopper behind ya.
Engaged.
Yep, just keep them off me back while I get the scanning.
Assault back here too. Cyclops with a sword.
That's the last one.
Hey, a Cyclops with a sword?
Yep,
They managed
it's
to
coming in close.
Very tens and set off in pursuit. They were running towards the anthill. I managed to pull up the nav point that the Star Captain ordered them to. Okay, eyes up, team. They might have gotten the regulars, but they will not get us.
Destroyed. Unit target.
Their reactor is going critical.
Get away from it.
Yep, all good.
Earlier when we were talking about the word of Blake, in the current setting of Mechwarrior, we are currently in the I era.
The ilKhan or ilKhan era, you mean, or you mean the current? What we're playing now?
Current, stop for a second. I'll explain to our audience. Those who are unaware in BattleTech, we have 3 eras after this one. We have the Word of Blake era, the Jihadi era, and finally, ilKhan era.
The ilKhan
Just
is
cur-
what it's
cur-
called technically. Kind of like the ilKhan
Yep.
phrase we've been hearing in the campaign so far.
Yeah, which those who are unaware, I mean, is it spoiler to tell them who's currently leading that at the moment?
No, we'll get there No, don't spoil it there. We're gonna get there eventually, and all that lore is basically related to the novels and the tabletop, basically. Video games, like I said, has never got to pass the Word of Blake.
Yeah. There are more eras to come, guys, but a lot of people say, and now this is from a general consensus. Oh, hello.
Yep, turrets, and there's 2 repair bays. If we could clean them out, cleanly up. I'll give one to you
Yeah, let's
each as a
do-
heads up.
Yep. And you should take the other one if you're still badly injured. You know what I mean?
Yep, HUD on the catapult.
we got
if you-
company.
Yep, HUD on the catapult if you can see it.
Target. Target destroyed. Target destroyed.
Enemy terminated.
Destroyed.
Yeah.
On your target.
Catapult down.
A lot of what I've heard, a lot of people have the same consensus that the Jihadi era was the worst era for the Warrior BattleTech because it was like it was trying to reset the whole thing and it just went to
Yeah,
to pot.
I think the simplest way to explain this is probably similar to like the End Times and how that it basically was to kind of reset everything into Age of Sigmar. At least for the Warhammer fans.
Yeah, it was a. I don't know much on how. I know there was like a bit of backlash to this.
HUD
and then-
again on the Thunderbolt if you can hit it.
Unit down.
Got him.
Finish that archer. It's almost down. Where's it hiding? Oh, careful, there's geysers blowing around, so I don't know if they'll cause issue. Oh, another heavy mech.
Target.
Yep, it's a Jaeger.
Yep, that should be easy. All auto cans though.
There's a lot of things to be scanned. Get this Jaeger before I can get to work.
On your target.
There's another one. Champion.
Yep, there is an ammo cache here for you too when you're ready.
Yeah, I'll pick that up once we get rid of this. Hey, help. the hell? A Banshee!
New hostile detected.
Fire commencing.
Yep, I'm taking out the champion for you. Finish off that Banshee.
Yes, you got the reactor. I think
well,
that's
you're
all of them. But what happened to the regulars? Flip over to sensors.
Scan mode engaged.
There. Got one.
Scan.
No good. Black box took a hit.
Scan.
The data is corrupt.
Scan mode.
Must be another one around here. Battle computer says the rest of the binary fell here. I only counted 5 regulars. Where are the other 5? Salvage teams must have gotten to them already.
Not good. If that is true, we need to hunt them down before they can escape.
They likely have a dropship close by.
Systems.
Just what we need. Star Colonel, did you get all that?
Complete.
If that is true, then it is imperative that we ground that dropship by any means. Ensure they do not escape.
Naomi in the repair bay?
Yep, I already used the repair bay here. You each used the other one as the other star or lance came in. So we're on our own for a bit. I'll have them
Yeah.
stay behind me there. Let me take point ideally, so minimize damage on you.
Yeah.
Scan mode engaged.
I mean, when you think about it with Battletech, I mean, there is 2 variants of the game. You've got the long version and the Alpha Strike version.
Ooh, I think we found our second
We have a
dropship.
visual on a Union and a number of hostiles.
Yep.
Doors are open.
More mech bays, but we'll have to clean up first.
Fusion core is currently inactive, but they are spinning it up now. It will take a few minutes for their systems to boot up. Make the most of your time before that ship becomes active.
All
Got
right,
a Griffin and a Thunderbolt and
Yep.
a VTOL.
Yep, prioritize the left side there. I'm gonna have Naomi try and use that repair bay. Clear out what you can on the left.
Ready on it. Just picked up all. Ow! That was impressive. Turn fire!
Return fire.
Destroyed. New hostile detected. Assassin.
Jesus, I'm taking a pounding here.
Yep, like just keep the cover there. Like I said, focus on the left. Use the cover to deny the right.
Yeah, but it's the Thunderbolt that's backing me in pretty hard.
Yep, like I said, just use cover.
Hostile detected.
Once it
I
gets
am, but he's being really hounded down here.
On target, Star Commander.
fine. Well, you're still in open space. That's part of the problem there.
Yeah, but I'm trying to get to cover, but this guy's really hounding me. I'll
Yeah,
have to
his
take the
weaponry
next
is
repair
gone.
bay, though.
Target.
His weapons are gone. Take out the tanks.
Enemy mech eliminated. We have target down. Reactor breach. Explosion imminent. Looks like they have some automated repair
Alright.
bays we can use.
Grab the one on the right there.
Need to.
Yeah, I'm gonna head up there and get prepared. I took a heavy hit in there.
Yep, like I said, probably should have gone, kept pushing forward there and cleared out the left, like I said. So that way the buildings were right there with you.
Scan mode. Disengaged.
Here's a question for you, Oaf. Have you ever played any of the BattleTech tabletops, like
Yes, I have.
Alpha Strike or
Yes, I have.
Alpha Strike or yeah, which one? Alpha Strike or
I have the rules for
Big-
both, but I haven't played Alpha Strike.
I've played out. I played both, and I'll be honest about Alpha Strike. It's a good, quick one. It's like if you don't want to like muck about with like repair charts and time, you know what I mean?
Yeah, because the regular tabletop can be a lot to take in, even though you have only like 4 or so mechs normally that you're fighting with.
Copy. On your target.
Now get yourself
No, I mean,
prepared.
if-
We have 4 mechs down here.
Destroyed.
Me and my friend, right? We played an actual like 8v8 match, the big BattleTech match.
Positioning.
I mean, it was an absolute slog. It took about like 7 hours to do.
Oh yeah, that's why it tends to stay as a small scale type of match a lot of the time.
Normally, but the way I see it, sometimes an 8v8 match is quite intriguing, you know what I mean?
Destroyed. New target.
On the Star
I mean,
Commander's target.
I mean, we've played 12v12 with Alpha Strike.
All right, one more battle mech.
Focusing on your target.
Now get ready for another dropship fight, possibly.
But it passed it.
Copy. Repositioning.
Scan mode engaged.
Okay.
Scan mode.
The objective says to fight more mechs. Okay, here comes more. Orion opposite of us.
Along with a Grasshopper. Grasshopper's not the big threat, but I
Yep,
think the
you're getting
Orion is,
isolated.
along with... So I'm backing away.
Affirmative. Regrouping.
Ow. Jumping over to get away.
Relocating.
Alright, that grasshopper is isolated. Let's see if we can kill it before the others come in. Eee, she's really eager for that kill.
You gotta remember, he has no love for the Draconis Combine, so...
So we've been told anyway. Alright, engaging Orion. Still 2 more mechs behind us, so don't push too far forward.
Unit down.
Oh,
Target.
Rifleman's next to come in.
Attacking on Star Commander's orders.
One more, and then we'll see what's next.
Incoming missile.
Unit down.
it's gotta be it.
We'll know in a moment. Probably not if we still have to deal with this dropship after all. Up here they come.
Target.
On the Star Commander's
Water.
target.
Eager. Blackjack. And Jaeger. Ooh, this is getting rough.
See if you can finish off them Marauders. Getting close.
Yeah, yeah.
Unit down.
New hostile attack.
They're focusing
Got
down
a hunchy.
Yuichi.
Go on. Ejecting. Under heavy fire.
Alright, Blackjack's almost down.
Target destroyed.
Blackjack has come, but we need to get rid of this bugger.
Hanshi has a 20, so hit that torso. Torso down.
Got it.
Destroyed.
Target acquired.
No, just the Jaeger.
Heavy fire over here. Reach. Reach. Reach.
Not good.
Yep, that's 2 down.
Jaeger won't go down.
More mechs coming out of those doors.
Oh, come on.
Yep. Keep it. Yeah, let's fall back there. Try and keep the cover.
Yeah.
2 assault
Okay.
mechs
Oh
this
my
time.
god.
Awesome.
And she... Awesome.
Target.
Firing
Yep.
down
Got the
range.
awesome first.
Awesome's the priority.
It's 3 assault mechs.
Yep. Hit the HUD of the Awesome. Awesome down.
Yep.
Stalker coming in
The
next.
Victor.
Yep. Stalker priorities the closest at least.
Got no. There's the fourth one. It's a Banshee.
Yep. Try and take out those assaults as quickly as possible.
Yeah, but we're taking heavy fire.
Yep. Well, neuter the weapons on the Stalker. Both the side torsos are cleared.
Punching out. Component destroyed.
Jesus criminy. This is ridiculous.
Yep. I'm down there. Yep. Just kill the. Yep. You're pretty much. Yeah. Take out that side torso of the Stalker, or you don't have the weapons at the moment. Yeah. Nope. All right. So we'll have to reset there. Our first reset.
Yeah.
Our first reset. Accept the invite and we'll give this another try. Alright, perfect. Let's get ourselves ready for the mission there and do it properly this time. Let me know when you're all set there.
Yep. All right, guys, we're back, and right, I'm gonna change this up. I'm gonna change mech.
Yeah, I don't think, well, don't think it's gonna do too much, because currently your summoner's probably got the biggest guns on there with the AC-20 anyway.
Unless we go change a little bit to another one.
Well, we'll see what you can do there. Whatever you have in mind. Although, it probably won't work better, because after all, you're losing on your summoner's efficiency bonus for your affinity, after all.
Maybe so, but he should do well for what we need.
We'll know soon enough there. You better perform, otherwise you're going to be the laughingstock. Otherwise, hit ready when you're set. Definitely brutal
I've
battle
got 50
there.
in. Yep.
But we know what to
We're
expect.
doing well.
Yep, we know what to do. Just skip the intro. Yes, we'll skip the intro cutscene there.
Change of plans. Your sensors just picked up long-range
I'm
pings
going in the gargoyle.
how missing Jaguar
Not the first mech I want to use, but it will have to do until we can get to the one I want.
investigate.
You better not disappoint, because you make it sound like you'll actually perform better in the mech.
Acknowledged. Advancing on new nav point now.
Short range laser. Okay.
What the hell? Staying out in the field just takes on more risk. The regulars might have gathered intel in the facility.
To be honest, we were doing alright, but then suddenly 4 freaking assault mechs was like, okay, that's a bit overkill.
Yeah, maybe we were trying to push too aggressively for those mech bays. That might have been what happened, because we weren't really expecting them to be like multiple waves after killing lances.
Ezra, watch it with the Freebirds speak. No telling who was listening.
Sorry. Ever since what happened to Liam,
Alright,
I find myself
clean up
saying
what we
things
can.
sometimes.
Why?
Destroyed.
I catch myself sometimes slipping into contractions as well.
Hostile detected.
I think after what happened, part of us misses his brazenness.
Well, you two better get your heads back in the game. I know we are all frustrated being stuck on this rock. When the invasion resumes, Sakan Weaver will not stand for a lack of decorum.
New hostile detected.
Looks like the Jaguar regulars destroyed this place before they went down.
Alright, dropship right behind the Warhammer, so get ready for contact.
Jaguar regulars transponder signals are right on top of your position. Look around and see if you can find the source.
Destroyed.
And here comes our 2 mechs from the ledge again.
Must be something around here.
Uh-huh.
New hostile detected. Orion.
Yep, Orion's coming to me there.
Got something here. Got it. Ezra, start evaluating these. I want to know what happened. Examining now. Start commander. Ezra, another one for you. What can you tell us?
Scan loaded.
Okay.
Yep, focus on the kills there. That's probably part of the problem, is not prioritizing properly.
Them off, but took 3 losses. Good shot, Star Commander.
Alright, out of the way. One more mech and we're
Back it
clear.
away.
Hostile
Yep.
detected.
Following your lead.
One more mech there.
Disengaged.
Who you mean?
Okay, oh, this is the one with the sword. Keep it, don't let it get close.
Destroyed.
We are focusing on your target.
Okay, nice rear shots killed that Cyclops easily. Alright, so far, so good there. I think what we'll do is just stay on our side of the base there, use the cover as needed to just mitigate the damage.
Scanned salvage.
Yep.
Marked
Yep, I'm grabbing the other scan. Oh, never mind, you got it.
That's the last one. Ezra?
Yep.
Scanning.
They managed to repel the Cretans and set off in pursuit. They were running towards the anthill. I managed to pull up the nav point that the Star Captain ordered them to. Okay, eyes up, team. They might have gotten the regulars, but they will not get us.
Unfortunately, they did get us once, but just barely. That was just a training simulation anyway. Alright, so from what we've seen, stay on the left side of the base there for cover, because it seems like they normally come from the right.
Right, so I think we can agree Yuichi's getting one of those bays.
Target.
We'll see what happens after, because we're going to have to clear up everything first to see what our status
On your
is.
target.
Like I said, need to prioritize. We're not there for repairs yet.
Target.
Mech terminated.
New target. Target. Destroyed.
Enemy down!
Target. Destroyed.
Alright, heading to the south side of the crater. Clear out what you can
Yep.
for our superior range, basically. I think is the main plan here.
Yeah, but I'm an LBX, so I'm more short range.
If you've learned anything, you can shoot that autocannon from unlimited range if you arc it properly. So that's not really true. Although I can't remember if you have large lasers or pulse lasers for your laser arm, though.
It's ER small lasers.
Oh, you're in the gargoyle, never mind.
I'm not
Yeah.
in my when
Yeah.
I'm in the gargoyle.
Yeah, but even then, that's still technically unlimited range because you got the slugs and not the spread shot.
Hostile detected.
So the same concept still applies there to an extent.
Copy. Engaging.
In fact, the LBX-5s are better at range, with that said, as opposed to the 20 because of the speed. Make it easier to aim and lead your shots.
Target. Destroyed. New target.
It's just not conventional with traditional LBXs, I will give you that. But thankfully, that's why I switched them over to the Salt Slugs.
Champion.
And there's the two mechs that probably did a lot more damage than we would like because they were right next to us when we were trying to repair. So already, this is a fast improvement.
Hey. Yep.
New hostile detected.
Their reactor is
Jaeger's down.
Target.
One PPC on the Banshee, and the R1's not really a threat to Champion until it gets closer.
Yeah.
Just be mindful of the PPCs if it shoots your way.
Destroyed. New hostile detected. Theft ship. Weapons.
I think that is all of them.
Destroyed.
Right.
What happened to the
Eh.
regulars?
Get Naomi and Yuichi in.
Scan mode.
Yep, not a problem.
Disengaged.
At least it gives us an indication when that's all of them to help
Scanned salvage.
reassure us a little bit.
Scan
I have an ammo crate, which I think it's best we charged on that.
Yeah, you'll definitely need it because you're not going to have the convenience of ammo. I'll grab the two scans on the left here in a moment.
We did send them to the Yuichi and Naomi
Yes,
to the.
they're going to
repair
it
bit.
now.
Got one.
Scanning complete.
No good. Black box took a hit. The data is corrupted.
Disengaged.
Must
Yeah,
be another
otherwise,
one around
let's
here.
see, there are... Yep, they're in good condition otherwise, so they're not in real danger yet.
I only counted 5 regulars. Where are the other 5? Salvage teams must have gotten to them already.
not good. If that is true, we need to hunt them down before they can escape.
a dropship close by. Just what we need. Star Colonel, did you get all that? Af, if that is true, then it is imperative that we ground that dropship by any means. Ensure they do not escape.
Disengaged.
All right.
What got us here is we split up. We need to take out the Thunderbolt and the air support.
Well, as I said, we were supposed to swing around to the left because Naomi needed repairs. That's why I wanted to clear left first. Without a doubt, we need to get into buildings for cover there. So, which would you prefer, right or left? Since we're in good shape now.
We'll go right.
All right. I'll stay up on the cliff ledge. Clear anything you see.
New hostile detected. Griffin. Target.
Got another.
2 mechs in the water, including your Thunderbolt. Go for the Griffin first.
I'm not. Weapon is muted. Take on the Thunderbolt.
Yep. Star is going after him. I'm clearing out the tanks and aircrafts.
Destroyed. Target.
Thunderbolt down.
Yep. Assassin coming in close. I'm advancing the Star over to the far east, near the mech bay.
We have targets.
We should have enough time to repair before a big wave comes in from that direction, hopefully. Once we clear him, that is.
Target.
Jaeger, next target.
Focusing on your target.
Aircraft on our right.
Looks like they have some automated repair bays we can use. Patch up if you need to.
I'll say hold off from that for a little bit until the last wave.
Well, even then, we have 2 mech bays, so I think after this next wave, one of us will use the mech bay, then we'll swing over to the left side.
Sounds
then-
okay to me.
Yep, and hopefully we'll be in position to use the second repair bay before the 4 assaults, ideally.
Yep.
But yeah, I'm basically moving the mechs up to the high ground point at the moment, on the east.
Scan mode engaged.
And keep in mind, there is a scan target behind the dropship when we start swinging around.
Scan mode disengaged.
Yep. No problem. But we need to find where those mechs are.
Yep, we'll know soon enough there. They just came in piecemeal, which should be to our advantage once we know where they're at.
Scan mode engaged. Scan mode disengaged.
Yep, shots were just came my way there, so they're opposite from us at the moment, I'm guessing.
Yep.
Just be careful. I think the next wave after we kill those 4 are basically direct north where we're walking towards now, so be careful once we clear these.
Yep. No problem. Eager.
Yep, Jaeger, and I'm finishing off the rifleman in a moment.
Target.
Enemy mech eliminated.
Warhammer down. Hunchback coming in, AC-10.
Focusing on your target.
Hunchback is neutered, aiming for the grasshopper. Alright, I'm gonna start making my way back to mech bay. I'll probably take it the repairs here unless you think you need it, due to ammo or some other reason.
Oh, you take it. I've got a lot of ammo and a lot of gear I can hold.
Yep, finish off that grasshopper. I'm just moving the Star back to the mech bay as a note.
Target destroyed.
Alright.
Alright. Take a repair quick before we get some unwelcome guests.
Yep, like I said, they probably will come from direct north where we were heading before we turned around. So keep an eye on that direction.
You got it.
Yep.
Ooh, yep. Here they are.
Yep, I see the griffin. Or the grasshopper.
And an Orion. I recall this was the last one before we got
Nope, there was one.
2 more left for. Left, wasn't it? This one and another one.
At least 2 more lances before the assaults.
I call that the biggest BS, that one.
Yeah. We kind of negated our biggest advantage, which of course is our range, it seems like. In retrospect.
Target.
It helps actually know where they're coming from, though, at least.
On the Star Commander's target.
Yep, careful. Our star's in the back there. So try not to get too
I'm trying to get
antsy.
back. I got the Orion first.
Yep, just need visual on it.
Focusing on your target.
Because they're all there together, so that's kind of the worst thing we can get as far as fighting them off.
New target.
Yeah, I'll probably need the next repair bay.
Yep, rifleman is useless. Get down even.
Weapons online.
Alright, we have one
Now
more.
the next one.
Yeah, the
the
next
next
one.
lot
Yeah, next
comes-
one's over by the mech bay, if I remember correctly. So let's start making our way around back towards where we started. I think would be ideal. And then once we clean them up, then you can repair before the assault mechs.
New hostile.
Marauder wasn't the biggest pain. I think it was the Hunchy. The
Yeah.
Jaeger were the two biggest pains.
Yeah, but that's because we're close range. Right now, we're fighting at max distance, so that the PPCs are what's threatening to us at the moment. Yep, once we're down to 1 mech, we start pushing towards the mech bay, because we probably won't have a lot of time until the assault mechs come out. And Hunchback is by the dropship as a note.
Yeah, but he's the least of our worries. It's the Jaeger with all his guns. We need to get him off the
Yep.
field.
Yep, just hit the legs there. Or hit the arms, rather. One arm's gone.
Yeah.
Enemy mech
Hunchback has been eliminated by the Timberwolf.
Crap, my leg's damaged. I'm gonna have to stay out until and get a free run.
Well, there's 2 mechs left
New
there.
hostile detected.
Yep, start making your way to the mech bay. I'm gonna neuter their weaponry in a moment.
Target. Target destroyed.
Yep, Jaeger is about to lose his other arm once it gets shot. Alright, Jaeger mech has no weaponry. The rest of the star is holding fire. So Jaeger's not a threat for you. Just don't kill too quickly, because it'll just prompt the final wave.
I lose one more hit in that leg, I'm dead.
Well,
Take
just
him out.
Yeah, alright, I'll take it out.
Take it out now. I'm already at the base.
More mechs coming out of those doors.
Come on.
Alright, here comes our assault mechs.
New hostile detected.
Fully healed and fully ready for fighting.
Yep, engaging the stalker now.
The Star Commander's target.
Let's try and kill these assault mechs piecemeal before they get to group up. Stalker's taking heavy damage already.
That kid is mine.
Alright, Stars.
one.
Yep, Stars engaging the Banshee because it's closest to him. If you're gonna.
And I'm killing down the other two.
Alright, I'll help you with the Victor. Side torso with its autocan's almost gone. Right, no autocan on the Victor, it's not a threat.
Awesome.
Jeez.
Yep, it's
I
just.
mean, he has a Gauss rifle or something?
No, it's an autocan 20. It lost that already. It's the PPCs that are a threat with the awesome at the moment.
This might be it for me. Punching out.
Oh, don't tell me they've got the turrets now.
You need turrets coming online.
Yep. Although once we take out these mechs, we'll be good.
Take those turrets out.
Yeah, but we need those.
If their turrets are online, their thrusters will not be far behind.
Yep. Start clearing out the turrets. I'm focusing the medium laser one on the right middle. Focusing PPC on the
but I'm-
right. Yep, focusing the PPCs that's left of it.
Hostile ground forces are neutralized.
Right.
Good. Just need to take care of the Union now.
Right, just give me a sec. I need to. I've lost.
P-
Star Commander.
PPC down, so I'm going for the autocan right next to the PPC one.
down.
Subsystem destroyed.
Yep. Sadly, I only see one more turret on my angle. That's the large laser one. All right, and then once that's destroyed, let's get our bearings before we take out the final four, because it looks like there's no mechs harassing us.
Turret's down. Keep up the pressure.
Destroyed. Subsystem destroyed.
Next one is 5 medium laser 1.
Yep, like I said, I'm on the opposite side, so I can't help you at the moment. That's why. So just wait for the rest of us there if you're taking too much flack.
Subsystem destroyed.
All right, 2 more.
One down.
Yep, just the PPC is the next one to engage.
Star Commander's target.
Finish it off.
Subsystem destroyed.
Last one.
On your target.
Target.
Jaguars, please hold fire. We surrender. Disengage your fusion reactor and power down. Now, or we will continue to treat you as a combatant. Powering down now. Reactor spin down confirmed. They are complying.
There.
Jaguar 1,
That's much easier when we
unit is
use our
powered
gray
down and
strengths
surrendered.
against them.
The field is currently clear, but I have no eyes on the subterranean structure. Requesting elemental support. Acknowledged, Cobalt. Hold the position and keep sights on all exit points. Dispatching a star of elementals to your position now. If any rats are hiding in their holes, we will flush them out.
The elementals are
No
coming.
doubt of that.
Not much of a threat anymore. I guess we'll just sit tight till relieved.
Yeah, that was definitely a brutal one. And with our last playthrough, even if we took out the assault mechs, we probably would stand no chance against 8 turrets, alas.
Yeah. But I think changing from the summoner to the Gargo was a right move because it needed more heavy firepower.
I would argue against that a little bit, because the AC-20 could still be very good at range, too. But it
Well, we
worked.
made it through anyways.
Yep, it worked out at least.
Yeah. Yeah. To be honest, yeah, I think it was only because those 4 assault mechs came right at us. I was like, oh, crap.
Yeah, because, like I said, we were kind of denied a lot of our strength, which is our extreme long-range potential we have over them. So, makes it a little bit tricky to kind of fight them on the in our advantage, at least.
Yep.
Otherwise,
Hey, Naomi, do you have a... I can level up Naomi.
yep, I'm just going to upgrade our mechs. Because we probably got a lot of experience that we didn't utilize so much at the moment. There we go. And how are our pilots looking?
Probably better than what we are.
Yeah, just trying to get the experience and all that. So I think I'm probably just going to prioritize maxing out my evasion skill to help with dodging. And Urza is a ways away. What? What's the word?
I've got local invasion. This time it's a big one with extermination at 440 tons.
Ooh, fancy. Fancy, fancy, fancy.
This game really is hammering the point you need the big mechs now. They're hammering that point, isn't it?
Not really, because remember, Mechwarrior 5 is the same thing where we got 400 tons for like a good third of the missions once we start unlocking the big mechs. So, it can be done. Just needs a little more coordination when we not all direwolves, essentially. But,
Yeah.
we ready to give it a tackles? Local evasion?
Yep. Let's go.
Let's do this.
Cobalt. The Watch has finished its evaluation of the dropship your star secured at the Anthill. They have revealed that these mystery raiders are the 5th Amphibian Light Assault Group, known Combine Associates. Demi Presenter, enlighten us on who these amphibians are.
The 5th Alag are mercenaries that fell deep into debt during the First Succession War, becoming permanently indentured to the Combine state. For the past few centuries, they have been a dumping ground for other mercs that have become indebted to House Kurita in one way or another.
I thought the Combine forbade the use of mercenaries after what happened with the Wolf's Dragoons.
They do, but they willingly look the other way with the Alag, since they are indentured to the state. We at Comstar were even able to leverage this loophole during the War of 3039 to supplement the unit with our own assets during the war.
Ah, I know what they're referring to.
They are hypocrites.
Some might say. Although officially, the Combine claim that the Alag were grandfathered in before Takashi Kurita's decree forbidding mercenaries. Comstar has learned that their longtime commander, General Kent Gerber, was pulled out of retirement to retake command from his less experienced successor, Taisa Helen Cassidy. We also believe that they are currently being harbored by the residents of a coastal city known as Saint-Tropez, although where in the city, we do not know.
Then we will find out. By force. Cobalt, you will go to Saint-Tropez and demand answers of these laborers. If they resist, then the whole city shall be treated as enemy combatants, aiding and abetting a hostile power. Do I make myself clear?
Neg, Star Colonel, from what I see here, this town is a coastal shipping center. Vital infrastructure in the eyes of the clan.
Af, if the laborers who live there are loyal to the clan and give the Alag up willingly, you will do what you can to preserve vital clan infrastructure. If not, you will treat them as traitors. Graf?
Af, Star Colonel.
So yeah, do you know what that loophole is they were referring to? In 3039?
Yep.
Well, do
Oh, yeah. Basically, for those unaware, during that era, Comstar had some, shall we say, not so savory motives, and used their, shall we say, persuasion to get certain people abandon certain houses to join their little, shall we say, strong arm of their force.
I was more referring to the DLC there in Mercenaries, where to help Draconis Combine, you were kind of put into a company there essentially to help with the FedCom war against with their expansion there in their alliance, because Comstar was having a lot of trouble dealing with both Steiner and Davion kind of allying with each other. So
yep, but that's how they did. That's how they did. They used blackmail tactics to get them to go on their side.
Yeah, and our main character in Mercenaries was one of those people blackmailed, at least to not make it known to the rest of Comstar of our deeds in executing one of their members, essentially. But you could go back to your summoner now if you like. We'll see.
You sure?
Well, whatever you're comfortable with. I just know, like I said, you have the affinity there with your summoner that makes it perform more better, at least, especially with a 20 dart range. But I'll let you decide.
Yeah, I'll go back to the summoner. It's just the reason I chose big guy was because of the fact that we were absolutely stomped by that amount of BS. You know what I mean?
It looks like we were doing just fine there. We did lose one mech, but we had other missions where we were losing mechs. It's just not utilizing or not having the convenience of our range for a lot of those fights there. It's probably what hurts the most.
Yeah. I mean, like you said with the DLC, but it was also, it's the way I'm going by the lore when they did this, it was like strong-arming people.
Just a little bit there. But it was also more to, get insurgents into the Draconis Combine without their knowing.
District, a couple of clicks ahead.
Yep.
We are seeing heat signatures that show a high likelihood of mechs around the perimeter. Most likely ALAG affiliated.
Disengaged.
We will investigate. I also want to send out a message. Give their people a chance to stand down and let us deal with the ALAG. Go ahead, Star Commander. But there are no second chances or mercy on offer. Understood.
Yep, so we'll see how far Cordera pushes us to deal with civilians and infrastructure.
Got 4 AC-20 turret.
Yep, they're like 2 kilometers away, so we're still ways away.
So close to the water. Must be a huge enterprise.
A great reason not to touch it. We gave them the chance to stand down. Let us get this done with. Citizens of Saint-Tropez, I am Star Commander Jaden. We have received word that enemies of the clan are being harbored within your city. In the name of Clan Smoke Jaguar, we demand assistance in identifying and rooting out any affiliates of the Amphibian Light Assault Group. Anyone aiding and abetting the ALAG will be dealt with swiftly and harshly.
And by swiftly and harshly, he means murdering every single one of you.
General Gerber, there is no need for it to come to that. We can end this here and now, without any more civilian deaths.
We've all seen what the Jaguar's mercy looks like. The stink of Edo is all over you, Jags. Do you think these people believe a word that comes out of your mouths? They know they're dead either way.
General, please, if you care about these people...
Piss off, you and your self-righteous clan.
Star Commander, you know what to do.
Wait, someone from the city can still contact us.
Neg, the city has clearly made its choice. If they choose to put their faith in this Gerber over us, then it is up to the ALAG to save them from our wrath. You have your orders, Star Commander.
Nope. Destroy the facility. So officially, we're gonna destroy everything.
A demolition mission. We haven't done one of them in a long time.
Yep. Yes. Sadly, your missiles are not in range of the turrets just yet, because you have 1,000 meters about on that. It'll even show on the bottom right what your max range is.
Yeah. Actually, I'm in range.
All right. Well, feel free to shoot them. Yeah, it's a little tricky to get line of sight because we are kind of on a bit of a border, looks like. So,
yeah,
might have to destroy stuff out of without actually walking into the base, I guess.
Target destroyed.
Oh, yep.
Oh,
This is a weird one.
I think we have contacts elsewhere. That's probably why. Oh, yeah, because the buildings we're supposed to destroy are actually down here, not where the turrets are yet.
Just use lasers for now. Save your bullets.
In this case, I'll just happily use my PPCs.
Forces are converging from nearby commercial hangars. That should remove all doubt about this city's complicity in hiding these Desgro raiders. They are here. Those in the city are still sheltering them. You will deal with both of them.
Damn you, Gerber, for playing right into his hand.
What was that, Star Commander?
I said, AF, Star Colonel. Bracing for hostile contact.
New hostile detected.
Oh, got company there.
Yeah. I was cheating out. We were still in the cutscene and I took a hit.
All good. There's only a light hit from a Jaeger mech, so nothing too terrifying yet. And the Jaeger has no weaponry now.
Enemy destroyed.
New target.
I don't know. Ryan's exposed.
Hostile engaged.
New hostile detected. Grasshopper.
Unit dominated.
All right, Ryan down.
Missile. Target destroyed.
Firing down
I'm on the aircraft while we finish off Centurion.
One down. Have we sent them into retreat? They did not put up much of a fight.
These amphibians are ferocious and reckless.
And it will cost a lot of lives.
I was there to see them do the same thing on Vega. They do not care about any of these people. They are just tools to further their own ends.
This entire city is suffering for their selfishness now.
Yep, this is going to be quite the turmoil, it sounds like, for a star. Unless you're me, I guess.
You are coming up on an industrial district, Cobalt. Watch yourselves. Plenty of shops that can be used to patch up ALAG mechs.
Alright, I'm just heading over to the south side, over on our right. It looks like there's a bit of an opening for us there.
Yep.
You heard him, Cobalt. Dig in and ward them off.
It may not be a fair fight, but it is a fight nonetheless.
Careful, there's a marauder on the high ground if you get visual on it.
And a warhammer. Just like plowing through because they've got to destroy this place.
All good. I'm engaging the warhammer now.
Hostile mech eliminated. Pick up speed, Cobalt. There are still targets intact. Not stop until all of Saint-Tropez, her worthless inhabitants, and the amphibian raiders are under our heel.
You cats can batter us all you want, but you're gonna leave your share of blood on the floor.
More of yours than ours, you selfish coward.
Mech's on the left there, including a turret once we get closer to it.
Yep. I'm just going through the industries.
All good. Hunchback is behind structures there, so can't see it. AC-20 on the Hunchback, careful. I got the Igors. Centurion's cord, finish it off.
That is every last building. But I do not feel good about it. Yuichi? Anything on the open channel? Neg, Star Commander. Stravik. We will preserve what we can. The city is clan property after all. But the citizens have forced our hand.
If the other clans catch wind of this, they may perceive the Jaguars as weak. Yeah? Even when we are superior in every other way?
Uh-oh, there's arrogance for you.
Smoke Jaguar's political power comes from its martial strength and abundant resources. Orders like this diminish both. All it does is make us vulnerable to rival clans like the Wolves. ilKhan Kerensky is already throwing enough obstructions in our path to slow us down while bending the rules to benefit Clan Wolf.
So all this does is play into ilKhan Kerensky's hand. Is Perez just too dumb to see it?
No. He thinks the hope of resistance the ALAG brings is a cancer. Perez is trying to burn it out before it can spread.
Alright, so let's see what we have next here. Mech ahead, Shadowhawk, and Assault, awesome.
And awesome.
We are focusing on your target.
Awesome, almost down.
Enemies ahead seem to be forming a defensive line. Still not many of them. The rest must be deeper in. Damn Freebirds.
Orion.
We could have avoided all of this.
Yep, I see it's right close to us too with the AC-10.
Orbital tracking shows that last defensive line emerged from this facility. ensure the rot does not spread any further.
These amphibians are in over their heads, but they are worthy opponents.
New target. Destroyed.
I hope you don't mind more genocide and massacre of a lot of civilians.
Repair bay on the field. Not sure how long these amphibians will
Ammo here for you. I'll let you judge if you need it. Actually, there's repair bays too.
Yeah. You and I should go in because we're the weakest two at the moment.
All right, I'm grabbing the one next to me here.
I'll grab this one.
Systems offline. Field repairs.
There, we should be good.
All right, let's get back to business.
Yep, I'll grab the ammo just in case for the rest of the star.
Scanning complete. Scan mode disengaged.
All right, there's nothing to scan around here, so get up battling.
Yep, we're all clear. We're probably going to destroy this place. Stalker,
Oh,
head.
hello, we got a
Hide on the stalker.
nice shot in the head.
Yep, finish it
Nice
off.
shot in the head.
On the Star Commander's target. Down they go.
There we go.
Ryan.
Yep, hit it hard.
Destroyed.
Thunderbolt on the left, and a bunch of tanks or hovercrafts looks like. Nope, they're aircrafts.
Airborne.
Enemy neutralized.
Engaging target, Star Commander.
Destroyed.
All right, let's
Alright.
destroy its facility.
Not the clan way, but we'll see what happens as a result of this.
Surats are sending additional contacts at us.
Okay, right behind the structure I saw contact.
Alag is tenacious. I'll give them
Yep.
that.
I will disarm the Jaeger.
No matter how much heart they have, they lack the heart of a Jaguar.
There's a Banshee right
we got the
behind it.
Banshees.
Yep.
Yeah,
Let
I'm backing away.
Yep, let the Jaeger swing around or get an opening, then we'll finish it off. Jaeger down.
Affirmative. On your target.
Destroyed.
Get support.
Yep,
Target.
Enemy down.
we're all good. Yep,
All right, where's the coward?
Scan mode engaged.
2 more targets.
Disengaged.
Keep your eyes
Jaeger.
peeled. Oh, where's that?
It was over here where I'm heading. Oh, it's a rifleman.
New hostile
A
detected.
free end version.
Rifleman.
Yep, AC5s. Yep, I'm engaging the Warhammer.
Target acquired.
Warhammer down, just leaves our rifleman.
New target.
Star Colonel, I think they get the point. Is this necessary?
Until all Amphibians have been rooted out, all Gerber surrenders, your job is not done. I've marked an area that appears to be used by the Amphibians for repair and maintenance of their equipment. Shift to it and destroy it. Just keep squeezing them.
Destroyed.
In strike range of Saint-Tropez maintenance zone. Light resistance guarding it.
Trying to lull you into a false sense of security. We know better. Light up every Ceranon scope.
Eliminating good repair centers will not be looked upon favorably. Not when the Armada returns.
Something must be done. This is not right.
The Armada is still months away from returning, and Perez holds a lot of sway with the commanders left in charge. Not much we can do until Sakan Weaver returns.
Sending fire to the facility.
Target.
Perhaps that will draw the rest of them out, and we can finish this.
I am tracking an enemy leopard incoming. Cobalt 1.
Destroyed.
Good. Perhaps we can finally end this madness.
Even me is I'm not happy with all this, despite her attitude.
Oh, yeah.
Outpost remains. Bring Kerensky's vengeance down on these traitors.
Enemy
Here he
terminate.
comes.
Yep, right on top of me.
Not done enough.
Awesome down.
Jaguar says, we do not leave a wounded animal to regain its composure and fight back.
We're stuck in the game of chicken waiting for the healing flank. This is excessive, even for them. Good shot.
New hostile detected. Thunderbolt.
On your target now, Star Commander.
Yeah, that was definitely brutal. Poor Naomi took a lot of damage.
Oh yeah.
Target. Target.
Yeah, she's. If we could get a repair base, she's still okay.
I wager they are regrouping for another attack.
Check your ammo levels. We need to be ready for it.
Yeah, I'm running low on ammo myself.
UEG.
Yep. Oh, there's something to scan back here too.
Has anyone from the city said anything?
No, not to us.
Yep, I'm going for the scan target behind us as a note. So you're off on your own. So be careful of that.
Yeah, no problem.
Scan salvage. Marked replica. Scan node disengaged.
Oh, speaking of which, there's a repair base there.
Scan node
All right, get Naomi in there as fast as you can.
Yep, she should be in good shape. She just lost her main lasers, but she's still mainly a missile mech.
We will teach every last one of these freeborns what it means to conspire against the Jaguars.
Alright, so just be careful in our ambush, or anything that might get close range like that leopard dropship did to us.
No problem.
You savage bastards are begging for a dose of your own medicine, and we are gonna shove it down your throat.
Cobalt, eyes up. They are sending in the heavy hitters.
Totally fair, Gruber. It's your own fault if you came out to fight instead of hiding like a coward. You know what I mean?
Insist on endangering the lives of everyone here while sending your men to slaughter. This madness could have been avoided.
That means nothing coming from your mouth. Not after what you did to Edo. We may fall, but if it gives the Combine what it needs to end each and every one of you bastards, it's a sacrifice everyone here is willing to pay.
New hostile detected.
You are insane. And you are a kid playing soldier. You don't know what it's really like to fight for your homeland, for what you believe in.
Target.
Atlas coming in. Try your best to stay out in the open there with our range advantage. I'm prioritizing the Marauder.
Ready on-
On the Star Commander's target.
Yep. I'm whittling down its armor, but... Ooh, okay, I'm backing off.
Yep, Marauder has no range weaponry, so engaging Atlas there.
Your target.
There's a Warhammer on the way.
Yep, let's see if we can take out the Atlas before it becomes too much of a pain.
Destroyed.
Your idea of taking a planet is burning it to the ground. I'm glad I got back into the game. I'll rest easy knowing I helped send as many of you bastards to hell as possible.
New target.
Finish off that Atlas.
On target, Star Commander.
Target destroyed.
One more.
Reactor breached. Nice shot.
Let's
That's
see
all
if
I'm
the,
down.
Saint-Tropez has been neutralized, Star Colonel. All amphibian forces down.
Not quite, Star Commander. During the fighting, we tracked multiple mechs fleeing the scene. Those who fought here were likely the ones injured or willing to hold us back while the rest fled. This is not over yet. Prepare to go on the hunt. Jaden, we need to talk. In person. Seek me out after the debrief.
Oh, things are
Could be
gonna.
good.
Yep, things are getting grim to say the least. After the atrocity we just committed. I hope you'll be able to sleep tonight.
Oh, let's see what the cutscene is.
Yep, let me just grab salvage and all that good stuff.
You wanted to talk?
Yeah.
Why here?
We have to do something about him.
Who? Perez?
Who else?
Ezra until Star Colonel Wimmer returns.
Jaden. He is getting worse. The Raiders are testing his patience. Because of him, everyone is getting more aggressive and indifferent to the civvies, just like Turtle Bay.
He is a problem, but our options are limited. If you have a suggestion, I'm willing to hear it.
Challenge him. Or at least one of his Star Captain lackeys.
No.
Why not? You stood up to Star Colonel Wimmer, on Mia's behalf.
That was different, and you know it. Like it or not, he was left in charge. And that position has made him very popular with a lot of people.
We all keep waiting for someone else to act, but no one does.
I will not challenge him when he has that much of a power base. Even if I win, I will fight a never-ending chain of reprisals from his supporters.
Well, Perez is getting bolder by the day. How much longer till he orders another massacre?
Oh, Ezra.
No! You know I am right.
It doesn't matter. I already stuck my neck out for the sake of our star and lost. I will not destroy our reputation to pick a fight with every galaxy in the OZ. That will not help anyone.
Jaden. I cannot take part in another Edo. We were supposed to bring vengeance down on the tyrants, not join their ranks. That is not the way of the clans.
I do not know what else I can say to you, Ez. I have no love for Perez or what he's doing here in the OZ. But I will not throw away our future by challenging him. I'm sorry. But keep looking. I may not see a way out of this. Perhaps you can.
We're gonna see what happens here. Things are getting tense to say the least.
Yeah, but here's the thing, right? I think Jane did the right thing because Perez has got too much power. If even if he did challenge him and beat him, he would have other captains fight him to get Perez back. So,
well,
Ezra doesn't see it, but
that is in the
Jane's playing
traditional
the part.
sense, at least. If there are trials that, if Smoke Jaguar and the clans go by a philosophy that might makes right. So in a lot of ways, much of it can be alleviated if Jaden is somehow able to win a trial of sorts. It's just a question of if it's done in the appropriate manner is the real question, which I'm not quite familiar on to know if a trial of grievance or whichever trial it might be called that would help alleviate Jaden's concern or not.
well, if you think of it from another standpoint, right? Jaden is learning the political game essentially, and in other words, he's realized, right? Even if I did challenge and win, right? It takes one of his captains to beat him and put Perez back on top. So it's like not worth it at the moment. He's waiting for like either Wimmer to come back or the Khan to come back, something to come back to get him back in line. But unfortunately, with them being months away, it could end up with things being too late or too damaged.
Yeah, unfortunately, we're only 6 months in, and the clans are expected to be back in another 6 months, so a lot of damage can be done before then. So I'm pretty certain something's going to break the camel's back before we get there. That's what it's looking like.
Unfortunately, we still got 2 more missions on this, both Assault class.
Oh, that's going to be fun. On the hunt and disciplinary action. So I guess we'll leave it here. Sadly, due to having to restart that one mission, you're just barely missing out on your direwolf there. Just barely.
Yeah.
Hopefully you can wait another week. Another episode at least.
Yep.
But anyways, thank you everyone for tuning in. We're starting to slowly maybe get to the meat of this campaign as Cordera Perez is going a little bit unhinged. We will see you next time.
Think?
Oh yes.
You think?
Just a wee bit, maybe a tiny little bit of genocide. That would never hurt anyone, right?
Catch you later.